everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie Pepito and I didn't upload any videos last week. I was so busy studying to become a Legree instructor and I had to pass an audition. And good news, I was hired on the spot. So I'm a daycare owner, provider, and a Legree instructor now. So I did not have time to upload this video or even film this video. So today is Monday. Happy Valentine's Day, February 14th. I've been holding on to this material for a couple of weeks, but I think it's pretty important for me to share this information. So here we go. Better late than never, correct? 16 cities break homicide records in 2021. Let's list them. I will have a graphic here. Portland, Oregon. Oh, what a surprise. Democratic mayor. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Democratic mayor. Tucson, Arizona. Democratic mayor. Austin, Texas. Democratic mayor. St. Paul, Minnesota. Democratic mayor. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Democratic mayor. Indianapolis, Indiana. Democratic mayor. Louisville, Kentucky. Democratic mayor. Jackson, Mississippi. Democratic mayor. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Democratic mayor. Rochester, New York. Democratic mayor. New Haven, Connecticut. Democratic mayor. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Democratic mayor. Columbus, Ohio. Democratic mayor. Atlanta, Georgia. Democratic mayor. Macon, Georgia. Democratic mayor. Gee, what do these cities have in common? I don't know what they have in common other than they're in a Democratic mayor. They have a Democratic mayor, right? Also, what else did this have to do with anything? There is a common theme. The defund the police movement. That's what they all had in common. Defunding the police seemed like a really great idea back in 2020. Do you guys remember that? I know that liberals and Democrats really try to forget this. They try to pretend like it never happened. Remember all the burning cities and people being beaten up in the streets? Quite a few murders happened. People getting run over by cars. People bashing police cars. And just recently, an NYPD officer was killed. And I don't know if it was more than one, but it just happened a couple of weeks ago. New York City crime in 2019 versus 2021. Murder is up 53%. Burglaries are up 53%. And car theft is up 92%. So you can get carjacked like anywhere in New York. That's kind of scary. So I've got some footage of our resident Biden going to visit the NYPD, and I'm pretty sure his visit was, he went to visit because of the deaths of the New York police officers. So anyway, I figured I would react to our resident Biden and see what he has to say. Without further ado, let's get started.
Excuse as you used to say in the Senate, a point of personal privilege. When when the economy died in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and I moved down to Delaware with my dad and my mom and the family, I moved to a little town called...
Who the fuck cares if he moved down to Delaware with his family? What is he talking about? Ugh, God, so annoying.
Claymont, Delaware, and it was a steel town just across the border from Pennsylvania, right up in that arc. And I spent 12 years going to school there. Or actually not 12, I started in 3rd grade. At any rate.
No one gives a shit, dude. No one. No one cares. Can you get to the point? I want you to get to the point. Hurry up.
I went to a school, a little Catholic school called Holy Rosary, across from a small police department and a fire hall. And everybody that I grew up with either became a cop, a firefighter, or a priest. I wasn't qualified for any of them, so here I am. But I admire the hell out of all of you. I really do. Now, I'm not being solicitous. I mean it sincerely. And to the many parents, spouses, brothers, sisters who have to bury a piece of their soul in the deep earth, it's really tough stuff. It's hard as hell.
In the deep earth? Dude, I feel sorry for the police officers that have to sit here and like pretend to kiss his ass. Ugh, gross.
You all know it. To lose a colleague, to lose a son, a daughter, a husband, wife. And I want to thank, if there are not many here, but I want to thank all the spouses of every one of you or your significant other, because every time you pin that shield on and walk out the door, they're worried whether they're going to get that phone call. Get that phone call.
No thanks to the Biden administration or the Democratic Party with the defund the police movement and creating division and hatred. Good job, dude.
Too many have gotten the phone call lately. And every day in this country, 316 people are shot, 106 are killed, and 6 NYPD officers have been victims of gun violence so far just this year.
6 already in 2022. We're in February. Where are the social workers, Democrats? Where are they? I don't know. What's going on? I thought we're supposed to have unity and everything was supposed to be all better. When President Biden came into office, to me, it's gone to shit. What's going on around these parts? Let's keep listening. This is fun to listen to him because it's just too easy.
The same in the town north of me, Philadelphia, and my much smaller town of Wilmington, Delaware, Washington, D.C. 64 children injured by gun violence so far this year, 26 killed. It's enough. Enough is enough because we know we can do things about this, but for the resistance we're getting from some sectors of the government and the Congress. And
he's blaming the Second Amendment. If you think that we're going to become in Australia or New Zealand, you got another thing coming, dude. Oh no. People like you are killing people, promoting hatred and division. People like you and the Democrats, the radical left Democrats that are in control of this country right now. Crime is surging because people are in a depression like you couldn't believe over the Rona and everything else that's going on. And defunding the police was quite a morale booster for the police department, don't you think? Basically, the Democrat Party was telling the police that they hate you and they want to defund you. And basically, they don't give a rat's ass if you die in the line of duty. But now they're backtracking. Gee, I wonder why. I remember posting this stuff on Facebook. The memories come up and I keep sharing them because I've been posting it since day one. And now they want to fix things because they know that they are so fucked in 2022. Mark my words.
The state legislatures and the organizational structures out there. You know, Mayor Adams, you and I agree. The answer is not to abandon our streets. That's not the answer. The answer is to come together. Police and communities, building trust and making us all safer. The answer is not to defund the police.
What? It's not to defund the police. That's what you fucking people have been saying this whole time. I got footage. Just wait. Oh, President Biden, you're such a douche. It's not to defund the police. No. Oh, really? I could have actually, I did say it. But no one paid attention to me. Because I'm a no one.
It's to give you the tools, the training, the funding to be partners, to be protectors, and community needs you and know the community. You know, we're not about defunding, we're about funding and providing the additional services you need beyond someone with a gun strapped to their shoulder, to their hip.
What? Let's rewind that. I can't rewind it because I'll screw everything up. What? Oh my God, I'm surprised we haven't been invaded by the Russians and China. Oh my Lord, God help us.
We need more social workers. We need more mental health workers.
We need social workers. We need more mental health workers. You know what? You can freaking chirp all you want. Tell us how you're going to do it, President Biden. Tell us how. You can say it, but are you going to do it? This is what I'm talking about. People can chirp all freaking day long, but if you don't do anything about it, your words mean nothing.
We need more people who, when you're called on these scenes and someone's about to jump off a roof, is not just someone standing there with a weapon. It's someone who also knows how to.
Is he kidding me? Do you know how many lives that police officers have saved? You're calling a policeman a person with a weapon. That is disgusting. They save lives. They go to domestic violence situations and help little children out of horrific situations. And you're calling him a person with a weapon? Do you see? Do you people see? Wake up. Wake up, liberals. These people are insane. Please don't be associated with them. Ugh.
Talk to people. Talk them down. We can't expect you to do.
So apparently, according to the resident, Biden, policemen don't know how to talk people down. They just are people with weapons. They have no skills whatsoever, according to this thing that we call a president of the United States. Ugh. My disdain is palpable.
Every single solitary thing that needs to be done to keep a community safe. It's time to fund community policing to protect and serve the community. I'm also calling for increased funding for the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and the U.S. Marshal's offices. Anybody's Second Amendment right. There's no violation of a Second Amendment right. We talk like there's no amendment that's absolute. When the amendment was passed, it didn't say anybody can own a gun and any kind of gun and any kind of weapon. You couldn't buy a cannon.
What? So, full disclosure, these are little clips. I can't react to the whole thing because I will just, I don't know, I can't handle it. So, if you see it jumping from one clip to another, it's because I took snippets. Actually, I have to give Carly Bond the street cred for the clips. She's the one that does the snippets, and then I react to them. And I don't know Carly, but I love her channel. And thank you. You're the best. So now he's talking about the Second Amendment. Right here. He's talking about the Second Amendment, and he is using a cannon analogy. He's such an idiot. I can't. This guy is so stupid. He's such a racist, too.
And when this amendment was passed, and so no reason why you should be able to buy certain assault weapons. But that's another issue.
Shut up. I don't think he took his docile pills this morning. He's all over the place. This guy's... that's why I call him pudding brain. Okay, keep going, Biden.
And look, one of the things that we focused on, the Attorney General and I, and we're getting to the point where I think we're going to be able to have a real impact on it, includes going after ghost guns.
So he's talking about the Attorney General. The Attorney General, they're so corrupt in New York, man. Ooh, Lord have mercy. So right now, I'm going to show you clips of our most hated vice president in all of history, Kamala Harris, talking about defunding the police back in 2020. See, I've got footage from 2020. You know, I don't just chirp. I actually show you proof of things. So let's listen. I can't wait. AOC is in here. Iman Omar, who married, whatever the heck that bitch's name is. She married her brother. Yeah. These people are so corrupt. Okay, listen.
We have to reimagine public safety. and how we do public safety in our country.
Not only do we need to defund, but we need to dismantle and start anew.
Talking about the reduction of our NYPD budget and defunding a $6 billion NYPD budget.
I am for defunding the police.
Yes, I support the defund movement because this is about the investment in our communities, which have historically been divested.
See, this is what these freaking lunatics do. They try to use all these big words to confuse the shit out of the public and think that they're really, 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 really smart. But in fact, they're just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs crazy. Trust me, they are. You see it. I know you do. I know you do. You see it. Just don't want to admit it. Okay. So we're about to jump into another clip.
Defunding the police has to happen. We need to defund the police.
Not only do we need to disinvest in police, but we need to completely dismantle the Minneapolis Police Department.
We will be moving funding from the NYPD to youth initiatives and social services.
We are going to reduce funding in the police department.
They can make sensible cuts to police.
We need to look at those budgets, pull some of the money back.
And will this involve cuts? Yes, of course, to every department, including the police.
Well, that worked out well, didn't it? Didn't it? Where are all the social workers? Where's all the funding for the mental health professionals that were supposed to be patrolling the streets and going to all these 911 calls? Do you know how many police officers resigned and quit over this movement? Nobody wants. Why on earth would you want to be a policeman right now when the Democrats are promoting hatred and they call you a person with a weapon? That is President Biden's own words. A person with a weapon. He's like talking shit right to the policemen in that town hall. Cops, if you heard that, I wonder what you think. I would love to be a fly on the wall afterwards, after that piece of shit left. I would be so curious to see how you really felt. Very interesting. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the mostly peaceful protests that happened in 2020. Now, keep in mind, I don't know if you're watching the news and the truckers in Canada, which, by the way, go truckers. They are awesome. Peaceful. They haven't burned one thing down. They're honking, but good. But let's see what happened with the mostly peaceful protests in 2020. Let's watch. Let's watch. Democrats, liberals, let's watch what your party did.
I want to be clear in how I characterize this. This is mostly a protest. It is not, generally speaking, unruly.
Did you see the fucking fire in the background? That is like fucking buildings are burning. The city's burning down. It's not unruly. Lefty lunatics, how do you justify this nonsense? Please tell me, where is your science? Where's the science to explain how this is a mostly peaceful protest? I remember the slogan, no justice, no peace. But it's a mostly peaceful protest. Let's continue.
That ain't a riot, what we're seeing right now in Minneapolis.
And not a riot? Okay, let's see.
Strictly principled anti-fascists, and they've taken a principled stand to stand against white supremacists and white nationalists wherever they may show up.
White nationalists? What in the tarnation is this chick talking about? These people are insane. They're crazy. Cray. This is the news for you. This is the media for you. They lie. Let's keep going.
I argue to you tonight, all punches are not equal morally.
It says it right in the name, Antifa, anti-fascism, which is what they were there fighting.
I'm pretty sure that's Don Lemon. So Chris Cuomo, that was just there, he's been fired from CNN because he's dirty and he's an alleged sexual harasser. And Don Lemon, I think this is Don Lemon that's speaking right now, he's about to go to trial for sexual assault. So this is all CNN, PNN, the pedophile news network. Okay, let's keep going.
Listen, there's, no organization is perfect. There was some violence.
Any reasonable person would say we shouldn't be destroying other people's property, but these are not reasonable times.
So these are not reasonable times. So it's okay to destroy innocent people's personal property? Is that what you're telling me? Check with the red hair. Is that what you're telling me? So a person that's worked their ass off all their life for a small business deserves to have his personal or her personal property destroyed, and they never did a thing to anyone. That is why I keep saying lefty lunatic logic. Do you understand the science, the ma-science? This is all the ma-science about it. Yes, this is 2020. I will never let anyone forget what they did, because people like me have been ostracized, shamed, bullied because it's acceptable. It sure is. It's acceptable. Try to get canceled because it's acceptable if it's a lefty lunatic narrative. Yes. Okay, let's keep going.
Thank goodness for the looters, man.
And please, show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
That's Chris Cuomo. That's Fredo. He's fired. Did you guys know that? I think I told you before. But he's fired. But this is back in 2020. Look how bold these mofos are. How bold. Oh, how times have changed. We have people like me had to be patient. But we're not violent like the lefty lunatics are. And then let's not get started with the mask holes that are so rude. They think they can come up to you and berate you. But that's not bullying. No. Okay. I digress. Let's keep going.
I don't care that much about statues.
Shouldn't that be done by a commission or the city council, not a mob in the middle of the night throwing it into the harbor?
So this drunk ass bitch, Nancy Pelosi, the alcoholic, she doesn't care about statues. So she doesn't care that they are like destroying them and I don't know what, toppling them over and destroying statues. It's personal property, it's federal property, whatever. Oh, it's okay. It's a peaceful protest. Let's see what the drunk has to say.
Mob in the middle of the night throwing it into the harbor.
People will do what they do.
People will do what they do. Oh, this is a good one. Just wait. Oh my gosh, there's more. See, you lunatics, you lefty lunatics, just give me the material. It just comes to me. I don't have to work for this. I don't have to work for it. I have to write a script, kind of like notes and stuff. But this video footage is gold. Do you see why they try to censor? Okay. This caption says, fiery but mostly peaceful protest after police shooting. This is, of course, PNN, Pedo News Network. Oh, I mean, CNN. Forgot. Oh, remember, the CEO resigned. Jeff Zucker, whatever the heck his name is. Yeah, he resigned too. Okay, let's go.
What you're seeing behind me is one of multiple locations that have been burning in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Do not get it twisted and think that, this is something that has never happened before, and then this is so terrible, and where are we, and these savages and all of that. This is how this country was started.
Do you hear like fireworks or whatever is going on in the distance with that piece, that clip? And I think that was Don Lemon talking. Oh, this is how this country was started. It's okay. It's all good. Yeah, it's all good. But remember, let's go back to President Biden, who says defunding the police was bad. It was a bad idea. It's because the 2022 midterms are coming up and people hate you. But 81 million votes. Okay, let's keep going. What's this one? Anger erupts in the wake of George Floyd's in custody death. Yeah, this is back in 2020.
People get mad and people get sick of it. People are risking COVID to explain to this country that we're fed up.
Most of the major movements in American history have started at the grassroots level and at some point have turned into direct conflict with American government. So remember your history before you judge your president.
Okay, remember your history. Okay. Why are you trying to censor history, people? That's what I want to know. You should remember your history. We should all remember our history. Just like I'm trying to get you to remember 2020 and what happened in 2020. Because I'm not forgetting. Let's see. Dozens gather in Charlottesville to, I don't know. Let's see what this one says.
Thuggishness is thuggishness wherever it comes from politically, and we should be the first to call it out.
I disagree.
And that, my friends, is the end of the footage. Wasn't that fun going down memory lane? Well, this ends my reaction video. It was not very, very long, and I'm going to edit this tomorrow and hopefully have it uploaded by Tuesday, which is February 15th. Happy Valentine's Day, and never forget your history. We need to remember history, the good, the bad, the ugly, the everything. So that way we can learn from it and become better people. But don't be a lefty lunatic and justify violence on innocent people, because that's just wrong. I mean, I don't explain the science, because it's all about the science, right? And that, my friends, ends this episode of Biden's going to New York City to say that he's not going to defund the police anymore. Is that what that was? I don't even know what it was. Anyway, that's the end. If you like my content, like and subscribe. It's Natalie Pepito. I changed just to my name. It's a lot easier because I don't know where I'm going with this channel. But right now it's Resident Biden stuff and CNN stuff and political stuff. And I don't know where it's going. So peace out. Remember, defunding the police is bad. We love our police officers. At least this girl does. See you next time. It's going to be sad when all this ends because I just won't be able to make fun of Resident Biden anymore.